Hey folks, I'm Safa Lori. Welcome to my channel. I'm a traveling tarot reader and spiritual enthusiast. I like to bring spiritual messages to the world. This is my first video on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be talking about lots of different topics. In this video, I want to focus on the idea of positive focus. So, I'm actually going to be focusing on neutrality technically in this video, because I'm going to be talking about the things that I don't like about the concept of positive focus, which for me actually feels very positive. And actually, I guess it feels neutral, which is fine by me. I am gender neutral, pansexual, and nihilistic in nature. I think this makes me a good tarot reader because I'm able to see the world from most perspectives. And I like to gain understanding on that level. That's what I want to help other people do, because it's the main thing that's helped me in my life. Positive focus has been a huge tool for me. So, being able to look at a situation from multiple perspectives and transmute energy is a great way to move through life, because if you're guided and you have faith, then certain negative situations can actually turn out positive in the end. Like, for example, maybe your car breaks down and you're pissed off about it, right? Which is totally okay. And it's positive actually to feel the negative emotions. Like, does that make sense? Because if you don't feel them, then it's totally going to get built up inside of you and cause internal wounding. You're basically turning that anger in on yourself. You're being angry at yourself for being angry, you know? So your car breaks down and you get angry, and that's fine. But what if that situation leads you to another situation where you meet somebody really cool and you end up being their best friend? Like, that stuff happens all the time. And it's something that a lot of people have talked about with synchronicity, like negative synchronicity. So being able to look at negative situations in a positive light is definitely a good thing. When it becomes bad is when we don't allow ourselves to feel negatively when bad, quote-unquote, things happen to us. We don't allow ourselves to be upset, and that's going to just cause us to ignore the reality of things, which is whole. Reality is one whole thing. The universe expands in all directions, and not just the way that you want it to. You can choose with your own personal consciousness, which becoming aware of that is very interesting. Observing your own thoughts, observing your own behaviors, grounding into your body. All of these things help with becoming to be aware of your emotions. So a lot of people actually have problems with that because our society is pretty much prone to suppressing such things because it's not seen as productive to feel negatively about any situation that you might have to be obligated to. Sometimes we have obligations, but if you're going towards your joy in life, those obligations don't have to last long. This can be a way that we take the proverbial leap of faith. When we're going towards our joy, we may be going away from something that is sort of a temporary crutch until we feel like we can fully walk our path, and that's okay. Like, for example, if a butterfly is flying towards a flower and a big gust of smoke comes by, I wouldn't recommend that creature continue on its path. I would like to see it land on something else temporarily until it gets to its goal, or perhaps the wind takes it in another direction where it finds something even better, perhaps a plate of honey water. You never know what is really going to happen, but you will find that the more that you transmute energy and look at things from a different perspective, once you've allowed yourself to fully feel negative about bad situations, then you can go, okay, all right, well, I see how that worked out in retrospect. Hindsight is 20/20. But what it's really about is having a human experience. Your soul comes here to experience the contrast, which is a part of the inherent totality of things. What happens is that when we experience negative experiences, we can then compare our positive experiences to those negative experiences. If we had only positive experiences, then everything would be neutral. But since you can see this negative positive duality as a positive experience overall because of the ability to have contrast, it actually ends up being neutral in the end. So when you think about it, if the universe is expanding in all directions and one side of the spectrum is more of a high vibration or the other side of the spectrum is the low vibration, then the middle vibration would be technically okay. Like, everything is okay because it's both good and bad at the same time. So when you tell yourself everything's okay, that can actually be true. Like, if you're having a bad time, you say, everything's great, everything's awesome, whoa, yeah, love and light, ah! Like, that might actually not be true. And living your truth is really important. Part of that is being honest with yourself when you don't like things. Because sometimes we're like, who am I? And that can often be defined by not just the things that we enjoy, but the things that we know that we don't want to be around. And that can change. Sometimes the things that used to bring you up in vibration and make you feel awesome and empowered now make you feel disgusted, honestly. And that's totally all right. You can still have compassion and not judge the people who do those things because you can see where they're coming from. So if somebody's like rude to you and you've been rude to people before, you can see where they're coming from, number one, but you're also allowed to be like, hey, I don't like that. Because, yes, that person is a reflection of you ultimately in your overall vibration, and you should have compassion for yourself and the fact that you're attracting these people into your life. But it's also okay to not like some of the behaviors that you have or the things that you have suppressed in there. Yeah, ultimately it's great to be Jesus, I guess, you know, forgiving of everything and everyone, and like an ascended master and all that. But what if, just what if, your soul came here to have this particular experience in this particular body? And consider that maybe the earth is a body, within a body, within a body. Like, the skin cells on your arm are all separate, but they all complete you. So you are a separation, obviously, but you're also part of this whole flowing oneness, which is both good and bad. Everything is okay. So, if you watch this video and you like the message of basically neutrality or spiritual nihilism or whatever it is that I'm trying to speak here, I just call it my truth. I don't necessarily have a label anymore for what I do. Then hit like and subscribe. And if you'd like a tarot reading with me, I'm actually going to be getting my website back online soon. So I'll be putting that in the description box, safaloritarot.wordpress.com. You can add me on Instagram, safaloritarot. Thank you so much for listening. It's been great finally taking the first step to have a YouTube channel, which I've been really wanting to do for a long time. It's beautiful here in San Diego, California. This is really my vibe and my tribe. Like, they have 24-hour stores that sell organic food here. Like, come join the party. I don't know. California's great. So, yeah, that'll be my goal, to get the rest of my friends down here and make more friends along the way. If you're in San Diego and you see this video or you see my Instagram, feel free to hit me up, you know, just to say hi. And anybody who would let me crash on their floor gets a free tarot reading. I am staying in the hostels as well. So I'll be doing more videos of travel. I want to do videos that are like interviews with people. I have a few friends lined up already. that we're going to be talking about tarot and traveling and crystals and angel cards and all kinds of great stuff. So please stay tuned. Thank you very much, and blessed be.